Andy Burnham is our new leader in the UK. And I'm going to go ahead and say I like him. And my predictions, before I say anything, my predictions is that he does good. For the most part. Who is Andy Burnham? I'm not going to lie. Before a few days ago, I didn't know much. It's just that he talks good and that he's the people's man and so on and so forth, right? These labels, these nicknames is really all I've heard. And so I started to watch a few interviews and speeches that he's done. And I'm going to go ahead and say he sounds like a human, which is crazy because in my generation of politicians, that's never happened. It's never, ever happened. So what is he trying to do? He is trying to lower bus fares. He's trying to lower electric bills, and I think he's trying to do it with the trains as well, which is all great, I guess. And a lot of people are saying, well, that's like not much, but I'm gonna be honest. England has been swaying for a very long time with loads of leaders, and I feel like someone needs to come along and just stable that pillar so that the next person that comes along can build off of it. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think that he's gonna do some massive things that's gonna change England, no, but I do have faith in him to stabilise us, hopefully. Again, with politicians, you never know, right? But I have faith that he will, at least at the bare minimum, stabilise us, allowing us to build on top of that when the next leader comes along. From what I can see, he's been criticised for a few things, but one thing is being a chameleon, that he changes his views and his opinions on things. And I think as a politician, that's tough. At the same time, being human and being who I am, talking all the time, I realise that my opinions and views change all the time. But not only that, the situation I have opinions and views on change as well. So why do you have people that have had the same view and opinion for 20, 30 years? That doesn't really make a lot of sense. I believe that your opinion should evolve. Now, if it's for the sake of him trying to gain favour or trying to gain favour of whoever his boss is, then I think that's crap. But if he's doing it for the sake of that he believes in what he's saying, that he changes his views based on what he believes at the time, then I think that's okay. Another thing is that when he's asked of what he's doing and his plans, he is a little bit vague. And I believe that is because he doesn't know how. And I'm not gonna lie, most of the time when leaders have plans or they want to do something, 90% of the time, they're not the people who come up with these plans. They're not the people that are smart. It's the smart people are always behind closed doors, the curtains are drawn, and those are the people that really get it cracking. Whereas a leader is sort of someone like a face that you can rely on, that you can put a problem to, and they'll find the people to really fix it. So when he's a bit vague with it, I don't know why, but it brings me a little comfort. And I don't really know why. I can't really explain. I guess that's from the heart, not from the brain, which is not always a good thing. It definitely could fail me. I could be chatting absolute rubbish right now. But for some reason, it gives me hope because I believe that he's focusing more on the people and not the ins and outs. Because I believe that we have enough smart people in the background that are smart enough to figure out these problems. And I believe that if he puts it to the right people, that we can solve a lot of things. I think that maybe presidencies before tried to be that smart person, tried to put all their time into different things that they kind of crumbled. And I think that happened more than once where they just tried to do so many different things and they were trying to go off in so many different directions that they just crumbled. And Andy Burnham kind of just seems like let's just chill out, let's slow down, let's try to do the small things first. And I think he's right in doing so. Because again, as I said, this pillar has just been swinging about for probably about a decade. And he's come along going, look, I ain't trying to build on this. I'm just trying to stabilize it, put it in the ground. And then later on, we can then start building up. I think he is completely right on that. My predictions is that Andy Burnham is very real. I'm gonna go ahead and say that his presidency will run throughout the whole thing. And by the end of it, I don't think we'll be in some amazing place. But I think it will stabilize us just a tad. Just enough for then, hopefully, the next leader comes in and goes, okay, we can build off of this. That's my prediction. Now, I could be wrong, right? In 4 years' time, we could be looking at this going, oh my gosh, he's just he's just done the exact same thing, and he's left early, whatnot, and he's no different. I think if that happens, that is a very, very scary thing, because it's just happened so many times where even the person in charge is acknowledging that we've been fucked for a long time, and that we haven't really had any stability, no proper leadership. And one of his last criticisms was that he is, a nice man. He's a people pleaser kind of vibe, and when you're president, you need to be firm, you need to cut costs, and you need to do this. I think to that, I say that we've had a lot of those people cutting things, being hard on us and all this, and it hasn't worked out. So maybe we need a change. Maybe we need to swing the other way and see where that lies. Because I've never heard of, oh, he's really nice and whatnot. Another one is that he was mayor. This is a completely different job. Oh my gosh, what are you talking about? Like, yeah, it's a bigger job. It's an upgrade. But you run a mayor. If you're a mayor, what other job is going to qualify you for the job? Like, what? I think it was always silly, so silly. Even with like Boris Johnson. Oh, but he was mayor. Was he mayor? I think he was mayor. Pretty sure he was mayor. And then he went into the job and everyone was like, yeah, but he was mayor before, that's not like good enough. I'm like, what are you talking about, man? Like, that is like the only job that would prepare you, even in the slightest, right? But yeah, he's a nice man, that he's too people pleasing. I hope that he can be firm when he needs to be firm, but if he needs to be nice and put it with care, then go for it, because it hasn't been done yet. And hopefully, maybe him using his heart a little bit more than his brain might allow people to come together a bit more, instead of just like, oh, stats, statistics, knowledge, and it, like, we're human too. Like, you need to use the heart every now and then. Last time I want to say it, my predictions is that he does okay. He stays there for the full term. He stabilizes England. And I could be eating my own words here. I really could be, years down the line. But that's the evolution of opinions and the situation at hand. So I'm sure, well, actually, I hope I don't have a different opinion of him, or maybe an altered opinion of him, but I hope it stays near enough the same. I don't want to be sitting here in years to come talking about how he fucking went to war when he didn't need to, or he allowed people to starve on the streets or whatnot. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.